have clicked the go live button. And speaking of live, we are live. I am Lee Rowley of Lee Rowley Copy Branding, Copy Branding University, and some other things. But that doesn't matter right now because this is Lee After Dark. Why? Yeah, why? Because there's more to being a business leader than just business. I have to understand. I've got echoes coming in from somewhere. Yeah. Is that where it is coming from? Yeah, I had an echo coming in from somewhere. Anyway, there's more to being a business leader than just business. So each episode, one brave entrepreneur ejects the elevator pitch and just gets real. And I don't think you can get much more real than my guest today, Mr. Brian Brawdy. How you doing today, Brian?
You know, Lee, I'm laughing to myself going, he's got to eject the elevator pitch. And I'm like, damn, I don't even have an elevator pitch. Yeah. So my mind is going like, oh man, now I got to eject something I don't even have. So I'm
That's
doing great.
Terrible.
I know it's just the way my mind works. I go,
well, that's all right. You know, I think what we're going to do here is explain the rules and then with the caveat that we're probably going to just crush them and just put them through a wood chipper because we usually do. The premise of this show is that you get 20 minutes to talk about anything you want but your business. And for some people, that's incredibly difficult.
Really?
Because they're used to getting up there and my business is this and I can do this and I can do that and look at me and I've solved all these problems. And they you get them away from it. You get them away from the set script, and they're just derpy.
We can't do it.
There's no substance.
Right.
So
I got you.
Like okay, let's talk about anything else.
All right.
Now.
I like that.
After that, you've got 5 minutes to do the usual stuff. Here's where you can find me. Here's what I've got going on. Give me money, whatever. Usually,
oh wow, great.
Yeah. Usually, what we do in the main interview, in the 20-minute interview, we say each time you slip up and mention your business, you get a 1 minute deduction and a slap with a frozen mackerel.
Oh, those frozen mackerel, depending upon their size, they can hurt.
They can.
Leave a mark.
Absolutely. Right. Fish slaps are real, yo.
I know. And mackerel, it's not it's that tasty a fish even really. I don't like mackerel.
Well,
right. I like
and that's why I chose it.
Yeah.
They're readily available because nobody wants them.
Right. Because if it's like frozen tilapia, you go, well, if he hits me with it, maybe I'll get him to leave it. And then when it defrosts, I'll just fry it up with some garlic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so that's the general gist of the show.
Gotcha.
But since you and I are old friends and we've got lots to talk about, we're pretty much going to say screw the rules.
Okay.
What do you got going on? What do you want to get into for the next 20 minutes or however long?
Well, I just got back from the pool with my kids, and I would say one of the things we could get into is like now when you go to the pool, there's no one's allowed within 6 feet of you. They got the tables set up 6 feet apart. They running around with spray disinfectant, this and that and everything else. So, you got to jump through all kinds of hoops. You're only allowed there 90 minutes. People don't talk to you. And I'm telling you, I am totally down with this social distancing. I think,
you and me both, brother.
Right. I was just going to say, in addition to the 6 foot rule, there should be we should steal from the NBA, the 3-second rule. Where, if you come into the paint, if you come into that 6 foot bubble with me, you got 3 seconds to get out of it. Or you're hogging the lane, and there's a whistle and a foul, and I get 2 free throws. That's what I'm thinking, because I love being at the pool. People don't talk to you. They don't come up to you. They just ignore you. There's not all kinds of people clamoring around in the water. You don't have to sit there and wonder, oh, is that kid peeing in the pool? Because there's not that many kids there. This is, I am all over social distancing. And as I said to a friend the other day, did people get out of my way when I walk down the aisle of a store, right? When people cross over the sidewalk when I'm coming down, my arrogance is perfectly built for this social distancing, which it should be called, it should be anti-social distancing, right?
That's absolutely right.
It should be anti-social distancing, and I, for one, love it. Everybody's screaming and hollering, oh, we don't think this is fair. We don't think this is right. I say extend it for a year. I think it's fantastic.
It may well go that way. Plus, you don't have to see people's faces.
Oh, well, look, let's be honest. Yeah, there's some people, for me, I have a hair lip. So I enjoy the mask because it hides facial scars. for some people, they wear the mask down below their nose, and people go, they're not wearing it right. But for these people, they're trying to hide their triple chins. So there's a real dilemma every morning when they get up. They go, do I use the mask like Nancy Pelosi with a scarf around her neck to hide her triple chin? Or do I pull it all the way for the nose? So they're like, they don't know how to go. Do I hide more of my face or more of my triple chin? So it's got to be a dilemma for people that have triple chins, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you know what? I know one guy who definitely does not have a problem with any of this, but he's got it covered, upper, lower, triple, whatever. And that's my good friend Fallout Bob.
Oh, Fallout!
And so
I
would you like to say hi to him?
Look. A day without Fallout Bob is like a day without sunshine.
I thought you might miss him, so I just brought him on here, and we'll just go ahead and bring him on right now, okay?
Okay. Wow.
What the bloody hell? Oh, hello.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's all we got. He's got things to do.
Oh, he's got things to do.
But he's covered. He's just like,
yeah, that's a mask.
So what is
this.
going on with these freaking lights today? Oh my God. All right. I don't know. I've got this pink and purple.
Yeah. Go. I was just gonna say, did you ever notice when Fallout Bob shows up, stuff goes sideways?
Yeah, I just turned off
the
the lights.
He would want to sabotage anything.
There we go.
But Fallout Bob, there always seems to be a glitch whenever Fallout Bob shows up. I'm just saying, nice guy.
Well, maybe we should have brought on this sexy beast instead.
Oh my God, that's a good one. Yeah. Channeling your inner Britney Spears? No, is that Molly Cyrus? Who is that?
That was Miley Cyrus.
Molly Cyrus.
Well, I believe
that's an uphill.
That picture first debuted on Copy That Speaks.
Copy That Speaks. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't know to Lee After Dark.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look. That's clearly a photo that needs to be shown after dark.
Yeah. Very dark.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
Okay.
Well, we got everything to work before that hit. Now there was one other one. How about you with the sledgehammer bending over, smashing boulders? Do I remember? Was there another pic inspired by Molly's? There you go.
Look at these legs.
I know. Look at them legs. Yeah. Now, don't rush to your phones. Lee does not rent himself out. Most days.
I'm sorry. Not going to happen.
Very
yeah,
cool.
Well, we've got various and sundry other shticks here that have been repurposed from other shows, so we'll drag those tropes out as we go along. But so social distancing is a wonderful thing. We've covered that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And for those who may not really understand, it's really more important to you than a lot of people because of some of the. But you've had a few trips to the sniffle clinic over the years, and
Columbus Cranium Shack and
yeah. So not everybody's going to be familiar with that. We've developed a little bit of an audience, so to just give us a quick rundown of what's going on with that.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this fall within the frozen mackerel prohibition or outside? Like, if I talk
we're
about
good.
that, does that mean, or we're sure? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, the Columbus Cranium Shack and Needle Emporium is where I went to have my last 2 brain surgeries done. So, with all this coronavirus madness, the COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, all this thing, you're not allowed to call it Wuhan flu anymore. So, with all this going on, my doctor says to me, well, you're like the canary in the coronavirus coal mine. We've had you in of late for so many surgeries that your immune system is just shot. So when people say, what do you think about wearing a mask? I go, I got to tell you, I never leave the house. The swimming pool's very close. There's nothing that I need anywhere. Everything's done here. So again, I'm just all over this. And so for me, because I'm somewhat susceptible, because my immune system is in the tank, if not the toilet, at least in the tank, I'm supposed to be being really careful. So do you know what I do?
What's that?
I don't pick my nose. I don't clean my teeth with my pinky nail. I don't treat my face like a touchpad in an ATM. And if I do have to go out, I breathe through my nose, right? I'm a big fan of believing in the nitric oxide that's in your own sinus. Not like all these mouth breathers out there running around, right? It comes when you breathe in through your nose. I think your body does a good job of smacking COVID around a little bit. So that's how I'm handling being the canary in the coronavirus coal mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very well. So it doesn't really stress you out then.
Not at all. I love it.
Okay.
People don't
because it stresses a lot of people out. I see a lot of people, as you say, if somebody sneezes with an earshot, it's like firing a sawed-off shotgun.
Oh, really? I don't know. I walked in the other day. I had to go to a Walgreens to pick up something for my wife, and I never sneeze. I just never sneeze. It's not in me to sneeze unless you're eating like hot peppers. You know what I mean? Something like that. I just never sneeze. So I walked into this Walgreens, and the door's open, and I am instantly overcome by the smell of Lysol. I'm just instantly overcome by the smell of antiseptic. I think they like potpourri. They pump it in through the vents, I think. I don't know, right? And so I sneezed. People were diving behind the counter, trying to get out of the aisles. They were like, you'd have thought I took 2 handguns in and shot them into the roof and announced a robbery. People just scattered. And then I realized after all the calm settled, I'm allergic to antiseptic. I'm definitely allergic to Lysol. My system can't handle. It's like janitor in a drum. When you walk in there, the smell is just overpowering. So I sneezed from the smell of Glade air freshener or whatever they try to clean the air with. But I guess there's a lot of sick people going to Walgreens. So if you walk in there and sneeze, it's the same thing as like going into a Federal Reserve and shooting off a machine gun, I guess. I don't know. Not that I've ever done that, right? Walked into a Federal Reserve. But yeah.
Since we're talking together, I would assume that's probably
smart move.
That was
a career choice, a career path choice. I just decided not to do it. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's my sneeze story. It's like people look at you, right? And you can't tell if they're smiling because they're wrapped in these masks. So face shields, whatever they are. So I call them face thongs. They're wrapped in face thongs. Face thongs. Right. I'm trying to clean it up a little bit. But then someone told me the other day they thought that was sexist. And I said, "Oh, why?
How is that sexist?"
I don't know. I wear a thong. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say
that. What's wrong with thongs? Ain't nothing wrong with the thong.
Ain't nothing wrong with the thong.
I would wear a thong smoking a bong with Tommy Chong.
There you go. And you're
and
allowed
that, my friends, deserves, I think, a Yosemite Sam.
Yep.
Ow! My biscuits are burning. Fire in the hatch.
I don't know what that was, unless he was juggling gold bullion cubes. That was Yosemite Sam in a cheese fondue. He fell head first into bubbling cheese fondue.
It happens.
It's so real looking.
I know.
It's hysterical.
Sure. Yeah. So cool. Or if you're not a fan of that, we also have watching today Ominous Cows.
Watch out, Bessie. They're heading for the barn. What?
I know.
Are we back? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we're back. Okay.
Very nice.
All right. So what else we got? We got current life in the public area. We know people are nuts. I mean, it's just why are they even here? I mean, did you know
people? The cows, the people. What's a whole
the people? I'm fine with the cows.
Okay. Oh, you're talking the cows. Okay, I'm sorry. We're off the cows. Gotcha.
Do you realize that the world population has doubled since I was born? I shit you not. I looked up the world population in 1973, and it was just okay. So it was just a smidge over half.
Okay.
But in the last 46 years, humanity says there's not enough of us. Let's double.
I'm with you. And you're not allowed to do it.
Able to take care of unlimited number of people, right?
Yes. And you and I are the bad guy because we say that nature has to be able to thin the herd.
Right.
Right. Oh, well, that's just not even nice. Well, great. Then avoid me. Stay away. Remember, 6 foot, 3 seconds. Keep moving. Right. I'm with you, but I'm the bad guy. I'm with you. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think it's such a bad thing to be the bad guy.
I don't think so either.
Yep.
Look,
Yep.
look, if it comes to me, it comes to me, right? I'm not going to sit in the corner and cower going, hey, I don't want a sip of that, right? So here's the thing. You go out to any store and there's like 37 signs on the windows here in Ohio. It's like, look, if I knew I had to prepare for the ACT test, it's like an LSAT, right? I start to get nervous. Some signs are in Spanish, some are in French, some are in English. They're spread out all over the place. I think there should be one sign. Right, exactly. Klingon sign. There should be one sign. Here's what you read first, and then second, and third, and then fourth, and then fifth, and then sixth, and then seventh. If you're sick, here I've said this from the very beginning. If you're sick, don't come inside. That ship sailed when you realize most of the people that park in handicapped spaces aren't handicapped, right? We suck as the human race. So when you go, oh, well, don't come inside if you're sick. Yeah, right. Well, that worked great in the handicapped parking spaces. So it's like, look, don't lick doorknob. Ends every so often. Don't, you know what I mean? But then here's the thing. So we're not supposed to talk about anything but what something in life. Here's what infuriates me. You go up to a gas station, right? And they're saying, oh, well, you can get coronavirus from contacting surfaces. So you go up to a gas station. They want you to put in your credit card. So you put it in. And then they want you to they want you to punch in your zip code. So now you got to touch the keypad again. Touch the keypad. Then they ask you, would you like a free car wash? Got to touch the damn keypad again. No, I don't want a free car wash. Well, now that we have you, how about a big gulp and a hot dog? So just to be able to get to the gas, right, to be able to push yet another button and grab a handle that 10,000 people have held today, just to get to the honor of doing that, you got to tell them, no, I don't want a hot dog. I don't want a big gulp of Diet Mountain Dew. I just want to get the gas. Oh, then would you like a receipt? That's it. So I'm working with an elbow. I'm trying to find. What I do now is I wring out one of those squeegees that they use to wash windows, and I hit the keypad with the squeegee. Right? So then you finally get through all this, and if there was any chance of you getting out without being in contact the 3,700 times they've attempted to get you to touch the keypad, then they go, oh, what type of gas would you like? We have 4 types from diesel on down. And if you're like me, you don't believe in the whole premium thing. So you're like regular folk that are going to touch the 87 octane because it's the cheapest gas there is. So then you're thinking to yourself, all right, where's that squeegee again? 950 people in the last 20 minutes have touched the cheapest gas here. So 10 minutes, 400 keystrokes later, you get to get gas. But I can't go in to the local Stop and Rob and use the Diet Coke machine because they're worried about contact surfaces. I don't get it. Just give me my gas and let me go in my mask. Now that we're all wearing masks, I should just drive up, fill up with gas and drive off. Who would be able to identify you? Oh, it was some guy with a surgical mask. Oh, yeah, he didn't have any hair. Oh, anything else? No, but he was in a surgical mask. Well, there you go. Free gas.
Next thing you know, my skinny ass is in jail because you bumped up a clean and jerk.
Yeah. What was he wearing? All they have to do is say he was wearing a bow tie. And you're like, oh, we know who that is. That's great. We're on that. So that's my thing with contact services, right? You can't go here. You can't go there. Well, I have an idea. Let's just do a prohibition on licking doorknobs. If you're watching this, here's a public service announcement. Stop licking doorknobs in public. And we should get through this together. I'm thinking. But what do I know?
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if we're going to go to the trouble of wearing face masks, which I personally don't have a problem with, insofar as if it makes somebody else psychologically feel safer, especially if they're a nitwit, then I feel like I've done my good deed for the day, and then the universe will forgive me for the rest of the slapping around that I do.
Well, that's why I never cuss on air, right? Because you're just trying to be respectful for other people. But what hurts me is I'll wear in a Spider-Man mask. I have a Darth Vader mask that I wear in. And people look at you and give you a hard time. Like, are you making fun of me by wearing a Braveheart mask? No, it's a face covering. I get to wear whatever I want. So, but I have a blast. And I have another mask that looks like the spaceman's head suit. Seriously, it's about 2.5 feet tall. It's like a giant bubble. I look like a fish tank with arms and legs when I got to places. But it's a face covering, so I wear it. You'd not believe the people that shoot you dirty looks. But here's, okay, my second public service announcements. And no, for a living, I don't do public service announcements. I know you're thinking, oh, good thing. But here's another public service announcement. If you're wearing a bandana and I squirt you a couple of quick taps with lemon pledge, let's say. I squirt you with lemon pledge and you go, that's a very citrusy taste to it. Guess what? Your mask doesn't work, right? So here's a true aerosol. They go, well, COVID-19, it's aerosolized. No, lemon pledge gets to claim aerosol. Why? Because it comes from an aerosol can, right? So if you can taste the lemon of the lemon pledge, other than thinking, man, all of a sudden I have a taste for a margarita. If you can taste the lemon lime of the lemon pledge, your mask doesn't work. No more scientific test. I don't need MIT, this place, that place are all going, oh, well, those masks. So you're absolutely right. The masks are to make other people feel good.
Well, right? Yeah, right. Some of these are the same people who believe that the earth is 6,000 years old. So,
right.
We got to cut them some slack.
I saw someone the other day that says they think humans have been here for 30,000 years.
Based on what?
I guess they found rocks or stones or bones or, something that says they think humanity's been here a lot longer than you and I think. Wow, that's crazy.
No, I always thought it was more about 100,000. I mean,
is that what it is?
I'm kind of going back to the last ice age. Right. I'm sure it took us some time to figure it out. But, we're overdue, I think.
Maybe so. Well, look at that. It could very well be. To your point, if humanity's doubled in your lifetime, right? What's it going to be in 30 years? Crowded. Right? What are we going to do? So, but our heart goes out to anyone that's been adversely affected by coronavirus. Just save the emails. Right? Save the faux rage.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Or just PM me with it, and I'll tell you I don't care.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about this anti-social distancing. People go, well, you know what I feel? I don't care what you feel, right? We're in this position because people have too many feelings. All right, let me just tell you. Can I just say this?
Of course
after
you can.
After 5 brain surgeries in 2.5 years, I never felt like getting out of bed. I never felt like getting up and writing. I never felt like dragging myself to the shower. I never felt like having to be somewhat congenial to my family. I never felt like it, but I did it every day. Well, that hurt my feelings. I don't give a crap about your feelings. You get up. So are we supposed to be talking about entrepreneurs? Is that how it works? What are we supposed to be doing here?
Oh,
if you're an entrepreneur, you do it whether you feel like it or not. Oh, yeah. I don't feel like getting up and writing copy all day, every day. Oh, I don't feel like reading a dictionary when I go to the bathroom. I don't feel like taking a thesaurus with me to the local park and sitting under the tree. I don't care how you feel. You do it anyways. So this whole, well, I don't feel like, my eyes just glaze over and I go, there you go. Now, you of all people need a mask. I don't feel like it. I haven't felt like it for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? That's
right. But yeah,
there you go. You don't like it.
Oh, boy.
Drop me a line.
Yeah, absolutely. Stop it. If you guys are going to go, say hello. We had a couple people stop in here, and we got some one-word things. We got a hello and a hey, and haven't seemed to manage anything beyond one-word comments, but that's okay. It's a light day.
That's right. And very articulate audience.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, we absolutely do. Let's see what else have we got here, because we have definitely completed the Lee After Dark 20-minute not talking about your business challenge, so we can rain down invisible confetti. And I'm trying to think of what else we got going on here that I might. What do we want to see? Let's celebrate with.
How about some more of that Yosemite Sam face planting?
Boiling.
Ow! My biscuits are burning! Fire in the hatch!
Yeah.
That looks like the center of the moon.
That's right. Oh, here we've got this. You haven't seen this one yet, so this is you haven't seen Carla for a while.
All right. I love it. I love it. Very nice.
Yes, thank you.
A flock of flamingos. A flock of flamingos.
Yeah,
very nice.
That's her thing. We have flamingos everywhere, not real ones.
Okay. Not real ones. Okay.
No, mostly.
What is your cat named Flamingo?
Right, cat is not.
Wouldn't it be
Flamingo.
a great name for a cat? Flamingo.
Ooh, well, we can consider a renaming.
A rename. Yeah, we'll have a party.
Yep. And I've also got lots of things to play with because we'll have to do this on other episodes, but we've scratched the surface of things that I could do, like singing in 3-part harmony.
Wow. Very nice. You have been busy. I couldn't even figure out without Wayne how to turn on the camera here, which I'm doing this on my Apple iPhone. So I should get a commercial in for Apple iPhones right in a minute because I want to be on time. And then our cameras, our audio, nothing here in the studio works. So I'm like, see, I can't do anything without Wayne being there telling me what to do. So but this was great. You really have learned a lot of tech.
Well, it's trial and error. It's occasionally has some times my hand, and it was all your fault. You're the one that set me in that chair and said, "You will dance, monkey."
My dance. That's right. Right, and
and
you're great at it. That's just the thing. You're just.
Well, thank you. We lost your audio, buddy.
Got that? Am I back on?
There we go. Yep. Right.
There we go.
Okay.
You're great at it. For people that don't see you in person, you're fantastic at it. You're just fantastic.
I appreciate that.
That whole riff you did the last time we were together, that whole riff was hysterical. I still laugh just thinking about that. Just hysterical. I'll save it to I don't want to do your material in front of you, right? I'll wait to steal it and plagiarize it later. But it was just brilliant. I laughed the whole time. I laughed the whole time. It was great. You're welcome.
I appreciate that. Well, since we've completed this challenge, I want to be a man of my word here. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to talk about whatever you want, where people can find you, what you got going on, what people can buy from you, where they can send you gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Ooh. Well, I have, what is my frankincense? This could be frankincense. I use these little bottles. I love frankincense is one of them. I love them. Well, I guess for me, most part, just mortalup.com, mortalup.com. With all the craziness going on in the world, all we do, it's a live radio, video show. We're coming up on episode 500, trying to get syndicated. We have all these other kinds of things. But ultimately, the idea behind the show is for you to remember who you ultimately are. That when you remember that you can confront, when you square your shoulders and confront whatever fate throws at you, you can pull off some amazing things. And I think, Lee, we sit around and we complain and we whine and we're all fearful and this has happened and then that is happening. And the message behind Mortal Up, whether it's the radio show, the television show, the things we do in person, all of it, it all boils down to remember who you ultimately are. And when you do, there's nothing in life that should truly scare you. When you remember who you are, you can pull off literally anything. And that's what our show is. It's one big reminder, right? Like if it were a yellow ribbon around a tree, we'd be tying it around the tree to remind you of who you ultimately are. That you're damn near bulletproof until God, or your definition of the universe, decides otherwise. So why not get out there and have some fun? Why not get out there and give life a full run? Because sitting at home and worrying and wondering and just being lethargic, there's no way to go through life. And as we say on the show all the time, your courage is about to make a huge comeback. And I know that's not 5 minutes, but that's what we do. You can find us at mortalup.com.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much. It is fantastic to talk to you again. And you've been such an inspiration for so many people. I know you're like, no, but you really are. And so I'm very fortunate to know you and to have you on the show. You're welcome back absolutely anytime. And that brings me to this point. That any of you watching, if you want to be a guest on Lee After Dark, and yes, you will have to ad-lib about something other than your business for 20 minutes.
Right.
Go ahead and visit guest.leeafterdark.com. That's the calendar link to sign up for a future episode of Lee After Dark. This is on the brilliant stories of people like you and on your willingness to be vulnerable, to be real, to be transparent, and to say, you know what, I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to give other people permission not to be perfect either, because I don't have to be perfect. That's what it's about. This is what we're trying to do here. Look, a lot of us, we cower under our own beliefs. We spend our lives cowering under our own beliefs. We don't accomplish what we want to accomplish, and we get to a point where we say, why? Why isn't my life anything like what I want it to be? And that's what we're here to put a stop to. But we are out of time. So if you enjoyed Lee After Dark Live as much as I know you did, then go subscribe to our YouTube channel, for crying out loud. You're watching it anyway. And now you can get Lee After Dark in your pants, because we are on Anchor FM, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Pocket Rocket. Hell, I don't know.
Pocket
So
Rocket.
we are, yes, you can enjoy us wherever you stick your phone. Until next time, this is Lee Rowley with my good friend Brian Brawdy. Be present and be well.